told there's some real money in the room.
Let us know who we got in front of the camera today.
My name is Al Walker. I am the father of Sauce Walker, better known as in my name, Junior. And I'm an ex-professional wrestler. I wrestled with the WWE, also independent for the last, what was that? I did 16 years, yeah.
Can you tell us, what's new in your life?
What's new?
What's new?
I guess you can say at this point how fast the babies and the grandkids are just growing so fast. Like Junior just had his second child, and the first one is already going on 7. 7 years went by like that. And this latest one, she just now going on, I think 4 or 5 months already, just like that. So trying to keep up with that along with everything else is a challenge, because time is not like it used to be. It just runs real fast. So if you're sleeping, you're gonna miss something.
Yeah, man. How did you feel about that when you heard you was having a second grandbaby?
I was excited because, being a grandparent is like the second chance of being a parent. So, able to, not only show love, but be able to start getting the seeds ready to plant within the child, because from the age of, I would say, newborn till 10 years old are the critical years. Right. And if you're not careful, then the wrong seeds will get put into the child.
Right. Right. Let's take it back for a second. So you were in the WWE. Right.
Back then it was called WWF.
Right, World Wrestling Federation.
Exactly.
How was that?
It was very challenging. When I finally made it there, I was expecting really, like in football, it's competition. You have to really work hard and be your best to be number one, even make the team. And I never lost not being on the team before. And once I got there, I found out that, it was challenging, it was, exciting and everything, but unfortunately, our own people was the main people you have to worry about as far as backstabbing you, saying things behind your back, saying you wasn't that good when you really better, because they was in fear of you taking their position. And it's crazy because, working with Vince McMahon, he was all about the money. He wasn't about, black, white, or whatever. He was about, if you good and I can make money off you, I'm a sign to push you. But when you got somebody that's in front of you already, that's concerned and worrying about if you get signed, they're gonna be better than me, then it's gonna be a major problem. That's what I experienced. So unfortunately, the only reason why The Rock is The Rock is because I got stabbed in the back. Now I would have been toe to toe with The Rock right now.
What you mean, Doc?
I mean, as far as talent, ability, talking trash, the whole nine, everything he does, I can do. Matter of fact, he even took some stuff from me, but it's okay. It's fine and dandy, yeah.
The Rock?
Oh yeah. The way he used to dress in the WWE, that came from me. The outfit you see on me, matter of fact, one time they came to town and we went up there to see if they wanted to use it for work. We were both on the same shirt, the same Versace shirts. And then he got mad. I guess he was mad because that was the first time I saw him, he wouldn't speak. Like, dude, we just shop at the same place, I don't know. Oh yeah.
The Rock, the people's champ.
The people's champ, yeah. He's a cool guy though. He not one of those type of guys you can't approach, or not one of those type of guys that's, big-headed. I can truly say that, with his success, he's still the same person. He just loves to work.
Man, who you feel like stabbed you in the back?
I'm gonna go and say who he is. Ahmed Johnson. I'll never remember Ahmed Johnson.
The Big Show's dad.
The Big Show's dad?
Yeah, Andre Johnson, the Giant.
No, Ahmed Johnson.
Ahmed Johnson.
You gotta look him up. Okay. He was one of the fastest, besides Junkyard Dog, he was one of the fastest rising WWE talent that they had in almost in history. And it was funny because, well, at least back then I thought we were friends, but for some reason he felt like if I got signed or whatever, it was gonna interfere with him or in some stupid way, like if I might take his spot. That's up to Vince McMahon. You know, who shines, who whatever.
Right.
And athletic-wise, we were even. You know, like he might have jumped higher, I'm fast and running. He might have been stronger in overhead press while I was stronger in the bench press. We were evenly matched, but black people got to understand that you don't have to cut each other's throat. Like you're a cameraman. Here goes another cameraman. And a big gig is coming up. They may have room for both of y'all. You ain't got to go behind his back and say, this, that, and the third, I do a better job. No, just both of y'all go and share the pie. The bigger the pie, the bigger the slice.
That part. Around what point do you meet Sauce's mom?
Ooh, you going way back. Let me see. I met Sauce's mom at a party. I believe it was a New Year's Eve party, and I can tell you where it was at. It was held at the Hyatt Regency on West Thomas, that old Hyatt Regency right before you get to Highway 6.
Okay.
And we was invited to this party. Matter of fact, my best friend's girlfriend at the time invited us to the party, and we went. And I was there, we were chilling, you know, we're having fun. We were young then too, about 25, 24 years old, something like that. And when she walked in, I was like, man, who is that? And we started talking. She said she liked the way I was built. I told her the way you was built. And from that point forward, we just kind of, it just connected. And it went from there.
Yeah.
Yep, it went from there.
At this time, are you wrestling?
At that particular time, I was in training. Matter of fact, at that particular time, I was trying to go to NFL and came close, but it wasn't no cigar. And I was trying to figure out what I was going to do next. I was working, I was doing bodyguard work, and I was also doing some construction work. And it's funny how it happened. Me and my best friend went to a WWF match, and it was Ric Flair versus Bret Hart. And the main event was Ric Flair and Bret Hart. So we sitting down chilling, you know, this is our first time at a real wrestling event. And so Ric Flair comes out first. He's walking around the ring talking and stuff, and we sit in front row, like we right here, and the ring is right there. And Ric Flair walks up and he said, hey, you. He said, hey, you. And I'm like, looking around, and my friend said, he talking to you, big boy. You, tough guy. I'll get you in this ring, and I'll beat your brains out, da-da-da-da. And that's what I mean. And he did, woo. And the whole, it wasn't but like 10,000 people there, but the whole stadium went crazy. They were talking, throwing stuff. But I wouldn't even tune in, and then it was my friend, because he was cracking up and laughing so hard. I said, if I let this man walk away with this, I ain't gonna never hear anything from him. So I said, watch it. I had on a jacket, but a muscle shirt underneath, because we just came from the gym. And so I stepped one leg over the rail, security around, said, no, I said, I'm part of that guy. It's gonna be okay. Okay. And I said, Ric Flair, you want some of me? And I took my jacket off and did like that. The crowd went berserk. Kids started running down from the rafters. It took them at least 25 minutes to calm everybody down before, and it was a main event. It was a Ric Flair versus Bret Hart for the main event, and it took them 20 to 25 minutes to calm everybody down. The whole time we watching the match, the kids running up on an autograph. When we left, it was just tons of kids around me, just, oh God, you're gonna beat Ric Flair, da-da-da. And I looked at my friend and said, you know, this stuff I need to be doing. And that's how I got started. True story.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.